again. Welcome to today's attempt at the Time Guesser puzzle. This is a game that tests your history knowledge and your geography knowledge. For each photo, we'll be given 5 photos. Or we'll be given 5 photos, just like this one. And for each one, we have to say where in the world was it taken. But we also have to say when in history was it taken, anywhere from 1900 to the present day. So there's points, obviously, the closer you are both on the map and on the timeline. So you need history knowledge and geography knowledge, as I said. I usually aim for about 2/3 to 3/4, but let's see how we get on today. This is the Pope Mobile, presumably somewhere in Africa. Which Pope is it? Oh, is that the current Pope? I don't recognise him, so I don't think it's Pope Jean Paul II, which was the longest running Pope in my lifetime. But I mean, he hasn't been Pope for a good couple of decades, has he? And this looks like a more recent photo. That is the Ugandan flag colours. Okay, so that's the location sorted. Now just need to know what year it is. I mean, it's a very good quality photo. I don't know if this is a bit of an older camera, that's the problem. I don't know when the Pope went to Uganda. Is he in Uganda now? It would kind of help if I could see the crowd. That is also definitely the Ugandan flag. It would help if I could see the crowd and see if any of them were using like modern smartphones. I mean, the quality of the photo just makes me think it's really recent, but I just do not remember the Pope going to Uganda. But I guess I wouldn't know if he had done, would I? That's not the current Pope, is it? The current Pope's the American guy, Robert Provost. So I'm going to say this is a bit older. I'm not sure it's John II though. John Paul II. I'm going to go 2015. I'll be within 5 years, I think. Right, now let's find Uganda's capital. Of course it could be anywhere in Uganda, but we might as well assume it's in the capital. Let's just plonk it there and see how close we are. It was Pope Francis in 2015 in Uganda. Wow, it's all downhill from here. Right, I said it was all downhill from here. Black and white photos are always my kryptonite because they could be anywhere from about 1900 to 1980. I don't think this one's 1900, but I don't know when it was. Seafair car by Oldsmobile, Honorary Marshal, Junior Grand Seafair Parade, Johnny Crawford as Mark McMain. I've never heard of any of these people. I mean, it's clearly somewhere in America. Oh, there we go, Seattle. That's good to know, because even in some countries, if you know it's in that country, like Uganda, you're probably going to be pretty close. In America, if you know it's in America, you can be miles and miles off and still get 0 points for the location. Right, but if we know it's in Seattle, that's not going to happen. What's going on here? Wash 25 cents, dry 10 cents. How long ago do I think prices were that low? I mean, 50s, 60s, 70s? What do we think? I don't think it could be earlier than the 50s. I don't think it's going to be 80s or later. I could be wrong. I'm going to leave it at 1962. Why not? Every time I move it in the wrong direction, it seems. So we might as well just leave it there. It feels like it should be close, but I don't know if it's 10 years earlier or 10 years later. We'll put it in Seattle, as I said. It was 1961! Wow! And clearly it was in Seattle, another easy location. I said it was downhill from the first one. It was, but only just. Definitely downhill, surely. Right, this one, not in black and white. Arguably, it looks older than the previous one. These are not modern cars. 60s or 70s again seems plausible, but let's zoom in a bit and inspect things. This number plate doesn't mean anything to me. I don't know where in the world they have number plates like that. Maybe the P stands for Bangkok or Beijing. Kind of hoping for some writing. It is English lettering, which is interesting. As in, it's not Cyrillic. It's not Thai because I use a different alphabet. I can't read this. Toko Buko something. Oh, suppose it's this, isn't it? It's Toko Buko Pantai Kent Shana, but that doesn't help me. What else? Temtex, never heard of it. Hazil Products. Oh, if only I could read what country this company is from. I mean, Vietnam or something like that seems vaguely plausible, but there's more English lettering than I would have assumed. Can't read what's going on back there. Yeah, I'm definitely not getting 9900 on this one, am I? I don't know where or when it is. Fully fashioned knitwear. I mean, to be fair, these are the cars that I would have thought you'd see in Europe 50s, 60s. So if I'm thinking this is in Asia, maybe that means it'll be slightly later, especially because it's not in black and white. So I'm going to go 77. But where am I going to go? That's the question. Liebherr, Silo Freezers. I mean, it could even be later than 77. Should I go 80s? Let's go 80. Just the more I look at it, the more modern it looks, relatively. I mean, it's a red and white flag. It could be Indonesia, but I don't think it is. It's just red and white because this building is red and white, isn't it? It's the colours of this company, seemingly. Oh, I don't know. What language do I think this is? What countries have I forgotten that are in this area that might use English lettering? Myanmar is a possibility, I suppose. Was that a British colony at one point? Temera Murni, Nepal. I think I'm going to be miles off. Mongolia, maybe? Oh, I don't know. Where is Myanmar? If I wanted to go for it, I don't even know where it is. There's Mongolia. It's down there. Interesting. I mean, I still feel like maybe the B is for Bangkok. I feel like I need to just go for something, really, don't I? Let's go for Bago, because that starts with a B, just like the names, the number plates. There we go. I'm not going to be close. Oh, it was Indonesia. I should have listened to one of my many thoughts. Red and white means Indonesia. That's frustrating. 74. Okay, I should have left it at 77 then, shouldn't I? I shouldn't have moved it. I should have just listened to my earlier instincts on both the year and the location. That's annoying. Oh, what about this one? Where on earth is this? Car park via Foul Bridge. Shop at bins for everything. I'm thinking Australia at the moment, because I don't recognise the names of the places as being British. It's clearly English words, so it usually means it's either America, England, or Britain, or Australia, New Zealand. This feels like it's more likely to be Australia so far, but maybe not. Special Scotch whisky, Dewars. What on earth does it say on the rest of this? Something Majesty. Royal warrant for Dewars whisky. Wow. Murdoch's Players. Something Ranches. The only place I can think of that ends R-A-N-C-H-E-S is Avranches in France, but this is clearly not France. Oh dear. Okay, so, I mean, let's look at the dress, the clothing. those are some shorts. Right, what do we think? 80s or 90s? This is definitely the later than the previous two. Let's go 90. Nice round number. Oh, where do we think this is? Where on earth is Fowlbridge? Harwick's baking powder. It just looks too commercial to be Britain. Smoke players, Navy cut, tobacco and cigarettes. I don't know if this looks... I don't think it looks American. I don't know how many trams they had in Australia. I think we're going to have to go for Australia. Clearly I'm going to be 0 on location if it's not Australia or New Zealand. Let's just plonk it in Melbourne. Oh, it was just in Britain. I got the year spot on. Wow. A scene at the 1900s village in Beamish for Living Museum of the North. An open-air museum in County Durham that recreates historical North East England villages. I mean, that's why. I knew it wasn't what the North East of England looked like in 1990. That's why I thought it was Australia. If they were recreating 1900s. That was a super tricky one. That was basically impossible, really, wasn't it? I can't believe I still got 12 for location. I deserved 0. That's annoying. But there will be people that recognised it. I don't know if they'll be watching this video, but somebody will have recognised it. Right. Cafe lunch middag. Sounds German to me. Jäghardt Utpi. I mean, that O is more Swedish, isn't it? Well, certainly Scandinavian anyway. It did mention Hitler as well, so if I've got no other clues to go on, I guess I'm going to go 1940s. Do I think this was during the war? Sure, nay. I don't know what Sweden was up to, what it looked like in the 1940s. That says Warsaw or Warszawa. Is this just for news? Is this a newspaper saying that Hitler has now invaded Poland? Is that why everyone's crowding around it? I think I'm going to assume that that is the case. We're going to go 1939 for the year. So, what location? That is a ridiculously long word. Café Forretningen Barley. I mean, that really sounds German. Germans have a habit of joining millions of words together. But, I mean, Og and Fieldig, they're definitely Scandinavian. I think, let's go Stockholm. I'm a lot more confident on this one than the previous one. Oiki. Oh, it was Oslo rather than Stockholm, but everything else I said was completely correct. Reading newspaper bulletins announcing the German invasion of Poland. There we go. I actually worked something out from some of the clues. That's always nice. And we end with a nice 9,000 plus. So actually, that is a very decent score by my standards. 76, 77%. That is more than the 2/3 to 3/4 that I said I'd aim for. If I hadn't messed up the location on a couple, we'd have done even better. But I'll take that. Let me know how you got on if you attempted this one. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.